Its name is 3I Atlas. The I stands for Interstellar. It is only the third confirmed visitor from outside our solar system ever detected in human history, following the mysterious Oumuamua in 2017 and 2I/Borisov in 2019. Each was a puzzle, but Atlas seems to combine the strangeness of its predecessors and add its own impossible twist. Since mid-2025, astronomers have watched it with fascination. It showed a slight acceleration after passing the sun, baffling scientists just as Oumuamua did. Then, the Meerkat radio telescope in South Africa detected emissions from it, evidence of water vapor, which is normal comet behavior. But what happened in November changed everything. The photograph taken by astrophotographer Frank Nebling is not just a pretty picture, it's a direct challenge to the laws of physics. It shows a vast, fan-shaped tail of dust, which is normal, but it also shows a focused, bright jet shooting directly towards the sun. Comets have tails that are pushed by solar wind away from the sun, never towards it. This is like seeing the smoke from a chimney blow directly into the wind. This sight, this anti-tail, and its impossible jet is what prompted one of the world's leading astrophysicists to question the very nature of this visitor. Enter Professor Avi Loeb, the renowned and controversial astrophysicist from Harvard University. Loeb didn't wait. He immediately published an article titled "The Impressive Large-Scale Structure of the Anti-Tail and Ejection Streams of 3I Atlas." In it, Loeb doesn't speculate wildly. He presents hypotheses based on evidence. He acknowledges that the most likely explanation is that Atlas is a natural comet whose surface is heating unevenly, causing jets of gas to shoot out in random directions, one of which might temporarily point towards the sun. This is the safe, conventional explanation. But then he asks the question that opens the door to everything else. What if this ejection is not random? What if its orientation changes in a way that is incompatible with the comet's rotation or solar heating? Loeb is not claiming Atlas is an alien ship. He is stressing that the scientific method demands we follow the evidence wherever it leads. And the strange behavior of Atlas, its acceleration, its brightness variations, and now its dual-tail structure, warrants a deeper investigation. Are we looking at a uniquely bizarre natural comet or something far more sophisticated, something with its own propulsion? Let's break down the three central mysteries that 3I Atlas presents. First, the solar jet. As we've said, this is the biggest challenge. The solar wind is so powerful it should quickly dissipate any gas heading into it, but the jet in the image appears sharp and bright, which could mean it is exceptionally powerful, or that it's made of particles heavier than conventional comet gases. Second, the anti-tail's symmetry. The debris tail behind the comet appears almost perfectly aligned with the comet's orbital plane. This requires incredibly stable rotational behavior for a small object moving at roughly 100 kilometers per second. Such stability is, in itself, remarkable. Third, the mysterious acceleration. Data from this past October suggested that Atlas slightly increased its speed after its closest approach to the sun. This could be explained by the thrust from its gas jets, a process known as outgassing. But the question scientists will try to answer is the amount of gas being expelled enough to account for the observed acceleration? Or is there an extra unknown force at play? This is the exact same question that remains unanswered for Oumuamua. Right now, the entire scientific community is on high alert. Atlas is getting closer to Earth, with its peak approach happening during December 2025. This is a golden, unmissable opportunity. The world's giant telescopes are preparing. The Very Large Telescope in Chile, the Hubble Space Telescope, and even the James Webb Space Telescope will analyze its infrared spectrum, searching for complex organic molecules that could reveal the nature of its home world. In March 2026, they will be joined by NASA's Juno spacecraft, currently orbiting Jupiter. It will point its radio instruments at Atlas to check if the radio emissions are still active. The goal is clear. Gather all the data possible. Measure the velocity and density of the jets, analyze their chemical composition, and track its trajectory with pinpoint precision. Every new piece of information is a piece of this colossal puzzle. Will we discover that Atlas is simply a strange natural phenomenon that will teach us more about interstellar comets? Or will the data point to an anomaly that can only be explained by more extraordinary hypotheses?
As we await the data, Atlas continues its journey. Its spectacular tail, stretching for millions of kilometers, is a glimmer from another star system, carrying dust that has traveled for eons. Every interstellar visitor is a messenger, a time capsule from another world. By analyzing the material of Atlas, we can indirectly study the planets orbiting distant stars. If its components are similar to our own comets, it could mean the chemistry for life is common throughout the galaxy. If it is wildly different, it reveals that planetary systems can form from entirely distinct building blocks. Regardless of the final answer, Atlas reminds us of a fundamental truth. The universe is vaster and stranger than we can possibly imagine. The truth, as Avi Loeb says, will emerge from scientific data. Until then, Frank Nebling's image remains one of the most spectacular ever. Regardless of the final answer, Atlas reminds us of a fundamental truth. The universe is vaster and stranger than we can possibly imagine. The truth, as Avi Loeb says, will emerge from scientific data. Until then, Frank Nebling's image remains one of the most spectacular ever taken of an interstellar visitor, a vibrant, dynamic portrait of a cosmic wanderer, carrying with it secrets that could change our understanding of the cosmos forever. If you enjoy exploring the mysteries of the cosmos based on real evidence, be sure to support us by liking this video and subscribing to our channel, and tell us your theory in the comments. What is your explanation for 3i Atlas? Share this video with anyone else who is fascinated by astronomy and mystery.